Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Myself Janisha from St. Joseph Composite PU College, Vijayapur. Today I am going to start new chapter from part B section, that is employment, growth, informalization and other issues. As you know that all the people are engaged in their own economic activities. Yes? Then what is economic activities? Why the people are engaged in economic activities? See, economic activities is nothing but income generating activities. Here the people are engaged in all kind of economic activities. For example, farmers, teachers, bankers, doctors, etc. Why? Because to do a work, right? So some work on farms, means farmers or the agriculture, and some are works in factories, banks, shops and many other workplaces. So then for what the reason the people are work in different sectors? Because to nothing but to earn income or to generate the economic activities. As we know that a many number of factories will be set up, and at the earlier people are engaged, most of the people in rural areas, but now the factories are expanded and the technology can also be updated, and as a result many of the people will get the employment opportunities. So now let me discuss why people work. So why do people work? So work plays an important role in our lives as individuals as well as the member of society. Yes, so work or the economic activities which plays a major role in everybody's life. So that why we work then? That is, people work because to earning a living. For the living purpose, for the earning purpose, the people will work. And also every working person, so he is actively contributing to the national income and hence the development of the country by engaging in various economic activities, and that is what we can say that earning a living. Now let me discuss about workers as well as employment, whom we call workers, and what is employment and who is a worker. So like that we'll discuss right now. So what is employment and who is worker? So those activities which contribute to the GNP or the gross national product, they are called as economic activities, right? What is economic activities? So those activities which is contribution to the GNP. So that is what economic activities. So all those who are engaged in economic activities, means such economic activities, those who are engaging, so in their capacity, whatever it is, capacity high or low, then they are called as workers. So who is workers? So workers are nothing but those who engaged in any kind of economic activities, that is either higher or the lower capacity, whatever, so they are called as workers. The nature of workers are different from one to another person, because even if some workers, they are temporarily abstain from work due to their illness, injury, other physical disability, or the bad weather, festivals, social or religious functions, etc. So those who are self-employed, they are also called as workers. Thus we can say that those who are self-employed, they are also called as workers. So then let me see the calculation of those self-employed workers. That is, during 2011-12, India had about 473 million strong workforce. Since majority of our people reside in rural areas, the proportion of workforce residing there is very high. The rural workers constitute about 3/4 of this 473 million, and men form the majority of workforce in India. About 70% of the workers are men and the rest are women. So the contribution of men workforce is more than the women. Women workers account for 1/3 of the rural workforce, whereas in urban areas they are just 1/5 of the workforce. And women carry out works like cooking, fetching water, fuel, wood, and participate in the farm labor. So this is what the women's workforce ratios. Okay students, remaining part we'll discuss in the next episode. Thank you.